Oh, customer! Welcome to the tea house.
Oh, psych, not a customer, business partner. I always wanted to do this one thing in Minecraft, and that is to share a cup of tea with a friend. And though vanilla Minecraft is probably a couple of years away from that, modded Minecraft, luckily, does actually provide us with an opportunity thanks to the Farmer's Respite mode, which yes, right now is still in beta, but it is available and it does have tea in it. Besides, a couple episodes ago I did ask you if you want me to try and compete or collaborate with the tavern owner Artemis8bit on the DragonForge server. And a lot of you actually wanted me to join forces with her. So today I figured why not find some common ground with her and try and figure out how to farm tea en masse using automated systems. Little did I know this is gonna be an entire whole thing. So join me onto this adventure of how caffeine addiction ruined my life. My fanbase decided that we should be actually collaborating on the tavern front, especially since my burned down.
Oh, nice. Yes. Well, lucky for you, I have both a tea house and a tavern.
Yeah, since when do you have like a second location? What?
Yeah, you like it. I'm expanding my business ventures. Yeah, nice. But yeah, come into the garden. Just watch out for the coffee tree.
Oh,
it does give you the wither effect.
Do I have to step on it to get the wither effect, or is it just...
Yeah, you step on its little rooties, and it gives you the wither effect. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I've seen worse plants.
So yeah, it's pretty. But I figured this is what you're here for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Listen.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty clear that I'm not gonna get any business anymore, because there's a hole in the wall.
Yes, and no more meatballs.
Yeah. So I was gonna offer like some sort of a proposition, and if like an alliance of sorts can be helpful, especially since you seem to have tea, and I seem to have well, a craving.
An addiction, one might say.
Listen, caffeine is real good, alright? It does things to my body that no other thing does.
Okay, that's all the information I need, thanks, Sly. Well, okay, so the good news is you can farm it. Like, you can, like, do a redstone and, like, a farm will happen. Okay? But, this is the big but. Yeah. When it grows into a big bush, if there is anything touching it, it breaks immediately. So you actually only get the first stage green tea. However, that is the one we actually want.
Yeah, because that's the one that gives you haste.
Yeah, exactly. And so basically it means that you don't have to use shears, because the observer being there will just break it.
Right. We do need to explain in this video how the actual regular intended way to farm tea works in this mode, right? I don't actually know that, so that's up to you.
Oh, okay. You're supposed to shear it as it grows, and it has like different growth stages, and there's 3 growth stages, and I can never get the second one. I'm never here in time for the second one. I can only ever get like either the first one or the last one.
Yeah, and you can't speed it up with bone meal for whatever reason.
No, you can't. Like, the bone meal does not work. But yeah, there's all the teas in here and coffee. And KB's head. Just ignore that, okay?
And what does the yellow one do? Resistance. Ooh, fascinating. And the black one gives you caffeinated effect.
Now caffeinated is interesting. I have discovered what that does. Caffeinated makes your attack speed crazy. Like, you can take an overpowered like axe and just go ham on someone if you're caffeinated.
So you can spam click once more.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Yeah, basically.
It rolls back the 1.9 update.
Yeah.
If we just put an observer at a tea bush and we count how many times it clicks, and we tell it to snip the shiz on the second update, won't that allow us to like farm it on whatever stage we want?
So about that, yeah, basically any block that is touching that will break the bush. So yeah, it don't work. I've tested it.
Oh, so it's like a cactus.
Yeah.
If we just can figure out how to replant it automatically, we could put it like at spawn where all the chunks are loaded and just make a cactus farm out of it, right?
Yeah, basically. So I have a solution. Let me just jump over my counter.
Right.
We are playing in modded, which means we have things like backpacks with magnet upgrades. and
We
they
also
can go
have crows that basically are allies, aren't they?
Yeah, you have to feed them pumpkin seeds, I think.
Yeah, I have some tame ones. One tame one.
Oh,
He's a
of
jerk.
course you do, witch boy.
I have no rebuttal to that. I resemble that remark. Now we have the general idea on how we're gonna farm the entire thing. We just need to find out how feasible that idea is. The answer will not surprise you. We are not that good at redstone. Here you go. Assemble the prototype.
Oh, thanks. Let's assemble. All right. It goeth here. And we make the bush.
Okay.
There you go.
Just for the sake of argument, the way this is supposed to do is this supposed to yeah. That's it.
It did it.
It did it.
It did
almost. It almost did. Let's see if we can figure it out with an actual plantage of it. I actually do have tea seeds already. Okay, nope. That didn't work.
Oh.
Awesome.
Oh.
So this breaks and this plants.
Yeah,
And it's even
it did. It
hydrated.
worked.
Wow. But now here's the thing. When it breaks, because it grew up, it's gonna drop the tea seeds and the tea leaves. We need to put the tea seeds somehow back into the dispenser.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you can do that with the backpack. That's maybe. Maybe we need things with filters. I'm doing a thinking. Hang on, I'm doing a thinking.
Incredible.
Just hum gently for me.
Engage the music. We can have a sorting system where it puts all the tea leaves in one bag and distributes the tea seeds all over the dispensers.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Is it though? Because it's gotta be pretty flipping hard moving the tea seeds around and making sure that only one tea seed is dispensed into every dispenser, given how many tea seeds we actually have.
Which is 2.
Which is 2, yes.
This is a work in progress. Like, it's all about patience. You know, tea is all about patience. Medieval times requires a slower pace of life, my friend.
Oh my god, I am 2 steps away from opium war, okay? Okay, I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit that I AFK'd that prototype for like 3 hours. Plot twist is it didn't work.
Okay,
alright, so there's been developments. For one, we've actually found out that you can't put anything on top of the tea leaf bushes.
Yes. It doesn't
So
grow.
the old farm design had to go. And then I've been running basically like several experiments at the same time. For one, this farm here has since produced, well, around 46 green tea leaves.
Oh, look at that.
Which is not very impressive for one farm in like, I don't know how many hours. Like, but that's the thing, it's one tiny element. Whereas we need like 50 of these.
Yes, I can see how that's going. I did some research. I went on the Discord server.
Yep.
And I did some reading.
You watched some Let's
academically,
Plays. Yeah, I get it.
scientifically.
Yeah, this is actually also quite fascinating because check this out.
Oh.
If we plant them on normal soil, they don't explode when they grow up, if they grow up next to a block. That includes rich
interesting.
soil. So if it's not
Weird.
tilled, they don't blow up. But
They don't
here's the
explode.
trick. The rich soil itself can also be tilled. So we can keep this farm design on tilled rich soil, because rich soil in theory gives it a boost and a speed up. See?
Oh, look. There you
Actually
go.
got it in action.
There you go.
Amazing. And we
Nice.
should also still figure out more of this design, because this has been doing wonders so far, but we still don't exactly know how to put the stuff into this dispenser.
Yeah.
When
since
they don't blow up when they're on a full block, we can easily make some sort of a redstone contraption that harvests them on a second or on a third. Right?
So we could get all the different types of tea.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, first and foremost, I want a lot of green tea first and foremost. And unfortunately,
Yes.
to do that, we will actually need to figure out how to take from this backpack and only put one seed into multiple dispensers at the same time.
Now, I think I might have a solution. But we're going to need to do some more science.
That is what scares me. Which science are we doing?
Okay, so if you go into the JEI
Yep.
and you do at Farmer's Delight, you should see at the very top row is something called a basket. I believe
What?
the basket works sort of like a hopper, but it's like a little bit more powerful in how it like can suck things up.
Uh-huh.
Zloy, I present you with basket.
Oh. Okay. What?
Why did you destroy my basket?
I want to know about a basket.
It's
Sunny.
it's a basket. It
Okay.
does amazing things.
What does it do? Why is it directional?
All right, well, chuck something on the ground, like throw something down.
Ah! Did you take it? No.
Nope. The basket took
Oh.
it.
It's like a
kinda
directional hopper.
It is. It is. It's quite powerful as well. It has like a little bit of a radius, so even if like a tea seed like ends up on top of the plant, it should still suck it up.
Okay. So it has the
So-
suck.
It does. It's cheaper than lots of backpacks.
Do you want to build a ton of baskets and then check every single one?
Well, yeah, basically they are like a lot cheaper, but we also have another mod that we can use. Let me just take the basket and I shall demonstrate to you.
All right.
Right, so we have this thing. It's called an
Alright.
inventory connector.
Is this
And-
from Thomas's Incredible Storage?
It is from Thomas's Incredible Storage. And then I also have an inventory hopper, which
Okay.
I can smack in there. And then a bunch of cables, which I have to do this very carefully, otherwise I'll like set a filter, which we'll do in a moment. Right, okay. And then we grab the tea seed and we set that to have the filter of tea seeds. Please do not touch that.
All right. Sorry.
So now, when that grows, the basket will suck everything up, but
Yep.
only the tea seeds will go out and into there. And we should only need one of these
Aha.
for us to do that all the way along the line. This thing requires a diamond, so like this
Alright.
is pretty expensive. But I think as long as we put like some kind of inventory in between each of the baskets, I mean even like a chest or a barrel, they will count as being connected.
Aha. Yeah, but how do it can like if we keep adding tea seeds into this inventory system though, won't it just all put like all the tea seeds into a single dispenser until it fills up?
Why must you always create problems for me?
I pointed it out. Listen,
Oh, yeah,
listen, listen.
Okay.
We can totally just give them all their own inventory connector. If you think I'm not gonna pay 50 diamonds to have a reliable supply of tea, you don't know me, okay?
All right, Zloy. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
And if I do pay 50 diamonds for just to get, a reliable supply of tea.
I'm sure we can find a use.
Yeah,
for
so
all this
if I
haste.
do actually pay that, also, you don't know me if anybody asks. You just found the diamonds, okay? Alright, don't shame me on the internet for wanting to roleplay a tea party in Minecraft this bad. Alright, well, at
dear.
least we figured out what one unit of this stuff looks like.
Indeed. Shall we continue?
I'm afraid we shall. We did not continue. Atomis had to go, and I had way too much time on my hands, so I decided to put together more elements of this redstone contraption, and also AFK added for a shameful amount of time. So here's the final, or at least the current intermediate setup that we got for the tea farms on the server. This is 8 modules, which is not that much, I know, but this is all I got resources for, right? It turns out I did not have 50 diamonds after all. And now looking at it, you know what I'm realizing? The observers are completely superfluous. For real. The observers, all they do here is they observe when the thing gets planted. Or rather, destroyed. So we can just make a regular redstone clock hooked up to this dispenser, and it's gonna be the exact same result. Because eventually this is gonna blow up, and then on the next tick, it's just gonna get replanted by the dispenser. That is a revelation, and I don't like that revelation. And we will get to it one day, not today though. In the meantime, the dispensers miraculously have one or couple of the seeds, So this is fine, this is all fine, this is all working, none of the dispensers are empty, which is just straight up a miracle. And meanwhile, this backpack here is picking up, it has a filter and a magnet. So it is picking up green tea leaves. So in the time I've been AFKing, if I uncraft this into the proper, this farm has now produced more than 2 stacks of green tea leaves and a couple stacks of sticks. Every tea leaf can be cut into powdered green tea. And then the powdered green tea can be made into a mug of green tea. So all of these is, well, almost 3 stacks of straight up cups of tea, each giving me a minute and a half of haste. But wait, that's not it either. That's not it either, because if we don't want to waste this, right? Turns out we can add honey bottles into the mix, making it into a haste 2, potentially allowing us to finally insta-mine Deep Slate. Unfortunately, I do not have any honey on me. But of course, Tink and Art have some honey. Like, why wouldn't they? They got everything at their base. I should come live at their base too. And if you could hear quite a bit of doubt in my voice there, and there's a reason for that. The reason being that tea is actually not just a cumbersome thing to make, to get leaves off. It's also a cumbersome thing to brew. But do you see how long it's taken? This thing, brewing a teacup. Oh my god, it's so long. I don't know how long it takes because it for some reason doesn't show. But it definitely takes forever. And if we want to add a spot of honey to our tea, it's gonna take forever 2 times. But seriously though, who drinks green tea with honey? Is that a thing people do? I mean, I personally drink it with sugar in real life, but I think that I'm just a weirdo who does that. I like it when things are sweet, okay? Don't judge me. Well, here we go with the moment of truth. Ow! Okay, so here's my efficiency 6 pickaxe on Deep Slate. Without anything. Let's see if we can amplify that. Haste 1. Let's go. This is better. This is noticeably better, but not insta-mining still. Let's try haste 2. This is noticeably better. This is pretty good. Like, there's milliseconds, but it definitely does add up. And it also puts me at where I can kind of just walk through it. Well, okay, not if I keep missing the Deep Slate itself. I can almost just walk. Now, if I could run, that would be even better. So even with the... Oh, that is so cheap. I mean, admittedly, yeah, we can just insta-break tough. And in theory, haste 2, if we didn't have the pickaxe with efficiency 6, then we wouldn't be able to get any insta-mining on the stone done without the haste 2 effect. But at the same time, this still makes the gears in my mind turn. And it definitely is still better than what we had before, so I'm absolutely gonna brew myself a ton of green tea, possibly with honey, just so I can shave off at least a couple minutes on digging out massive amounts of storage. I mean, come on, gang. This, like, I need this. I need this material a lot. We're gonna build an entire castle. And, if you ask me, this is way easier and way less cumbersome than having to lug around a beacon and a beacon base and make sure that it also hits the sky. So I'd rather have myself a nice cup of hot tea, even if that means that I'm a little bit, just a tiny bit slower at digging through. But also there are totally goblins in this game that will trade you a more efficient pickaxe for like 5 dragon heads. So if I get a chance to go to the end, I will absolutely take that, and I will absolutely try and trade with them. I just need to locate one of them goblins, because I've not seen a new one for a while. It's almost as if they're all avoiding me for one reason or another. Regardless, I've been talking for like 2 minutes, and I already have 4 stacks of deep slate just chilling in my inventory. This pickaxe is great, and this mod is great, and I love that I can just have tea. It's super cool. I actually got KB hooked on tea as well. He's currently fighting a dragon, from what I can understand. I wonder how he's doing. Dragon dead yet? He says no above its nest now, about to start the fight. Okay, cool. I actually gave him a couple mugs of yellow tea for resistance, and some apple cider. So KB will be fine. Cut to the KB being killed by a dragon message. But while I definitely don't have the time today to brew all of this powdered green tea into actual green tea, I definitely do have time to craft it all up into baskets and place it all by Artemis's poor tea house. Oh, shush it. And the reason why I'm so happy about it is because it absolutely has to blow her mind right open. Because I don't think Artemis ever saw more than 10 tea leaves in one place. Ever. She's well aware of just how long it takes to grow. So, this shipment, I think it's gonna be alright. Needless to say, I do think that this collaboration has been quite successful. Thank you everybody in the comments who told me to go collaborate with Artemis, because I definitely won't be able to pull off an entire tavern on my own. And thank you everybody so much for watching this episode of the DragonForge. I know it's been a little bit sporadic, but trust me, I have very, very exciting things coming, especially now that we got quite a supply of deep slate coming in. That's gonna be it for today's episode though. To be continued, have a good one. Bye bye.